Well, it's definitely sending a political message on deportation for sure, but also it's a message to California and to Governor Newsom that California and the governor had better get in line behind the president and MAGA. That was a big message there, and a message across the country too, that if you allow things to get out of control in your cities by people in the streets pushing back against federal officers like ICE, then he's going to do more of this kind of thing. He could even declare martial law, frankly. He has a lot of powers to deploy forces like that. He federalizes them, and he can then be in charge. So there's multiple messages being sent to different parties, both in California as well across the U.S. at large.
Jim, you said the president could potentially declare martial law. We'll watch and wait to see exactly what happens next here. But to a broader point, can average everyday Americans actually trust that the military won't be used as a political weapon under this administration moving forward? That's the question now.
That is the question. And that is something that we saw in the first term where he was getting very close to that. He wanted to send paratroopers into Washington, D.C. During the unrest that we had here. I was there in the street. I saw it myself. The military did not come in. The National Guard did, but not the U.S. military active duty. But this time around, in this second term, the next few weeks will show us if he's going to get even closer to using regular forces to go in and to force his will on a community. He feels he has the right to do that in the name of law and order, but it's his definition of law and order. The police in L.A. said that they had things under control, and Trump seemed to disagree with that. And so it's really his definition on whether a community has control over law and order or not.
Just finally, does Governor Newsom have any potential recourse here? We know he has already called this unlawful, but clearly the situation on the ground in LA is still extremely volatile at this point.
You know, I don't see him having any recourse about stopping this in terms of the National Guard being federalized and that type of thing. But it's going to make things harder as much as the turmoil increases in LA, as the fighting and the damage to property and as this kind of unrest continues and gets worse and worse, it gives more and more of strength to what Trump is saying about a community being out of control, the need to establish law and order, the need to federalize the National Guard. It just feeds that. So that's what's the unfortunate part here is as things escalate on the street, we'll see more and more of this type of federal intervention by Trump.